This instructional video is designed to demonstrate the Kenya GLASER data transfer tool. First, let's begin by reviewing a few terms. The GLASER data transfer tool is designed to copy data from the master country spreadsheet into the EGPAF offline reporting form. Now, when we refer to the master country spreadsheet, we simply mean the Excel spreadsheet or spreadsheets that are used in country for storing program data. This is the source document for the data transfer, meaning it's the document that the data will be coming from. The EGPAF offline reporting form is the spreadsheet downloaded from GLASER each quarter. This is the target document for the data transfer, meaning it's the document that the data will be copied into. Now, before you begin, let's review a few things. First, make sure that any sites that are not reporting for the quarter have been removed from the master country spreadsheet and have also been made active not reporting in GLASER. Also, go ahead and confirm that all sites are in alphabetical order in the master country spreadsheet and also have the correct partner in GLASER. Next, you can go ahead and begin downloading the EGPAF offline forms. One thing to keep in mind is that for PMTCT, you can only include up to 150 sites in each offline form. For care and treatment, you can only include 20 sites per form. In cases where you have several sites, more than 20 care and treatment sites or more than 150 PMTCT sites, you might find it helpful to use the Select Sites on Page button. When you're downloading the EGPAF offline reporting form, just check the Select Sites checkbox and enter the range of the number of sites that you want to include in the offline form. For example, if you've already downloaded the first 20 sites in your first care and treatment offline form, and you're ready to download your second care and treatment offline form, then you can check the Select Sites box and enter sites 21 to 41 on the page, and the boxes next to sites 21 through 41 will automatically be checked for you to easily download them together in one form. Next, you'll need to divide the PMTCT country master spreadsheets into multiple files. Because the PMTCT offline forms can only hold 150 sites each, you'll need to go ahead and divide the master country spreadsheet into multiple spreadsheets so that each form only has 150 sites or less. For example, if Path and Japago each have over 300 sites, then you'll need to divide the spreadsheets as such, with one spreadsheet having sites 1 through 150, a second spreadsheet with sites 151 through 301, and another spreadsheet with the remaining sites over 300. And you'll need to do this for both partners, making sure that each form only has 150 sites or less. You'll also need to do the same for care and treatment. Remember that the care and treatment offline forms in GLASER can only hold 20 sites each, so you'll need to divide the master country spreadsheet so that each spreadsheet has only 20 sites or less. For example, if Path and Japago each have over 60 sites, then you would divide the spreadsheets with sites 1 through 20, sites 21 through 41, sites 42 or more. One important thing to keep in mind when using the data transfer tool is that you'll need to clearly label and organize your files. Trust me, this will come in handy later. After downloading the EGPAF offline reporting forms and dividing the master country spreadsheet into multiple files, you'll need to clearly label these files with the partner name, quarter name, and range of sites in each spreadsheet. For example, one file might be named PMTCT Path Quarter 2 2010 sites 151 through 302. This way we'll clearly know which sites and which partner and which quarter worth of data are in that spreadsheet. It'll also help if you store all spreadsheets in clearly labeled folders for easy reference. Here in this example, we have one folder for the blank EGPAF offline reporting forms that have just been downloaded from GLASER. We have a folder for the care and treatment original master country spreadsheets. You have another folder for the care and treatment revised master country spreadsheet. So after you've divided them into multiple spreadsheets, you would store them in that folder. Lastly, we also have a folder for the care and treatment EGPAF offline reform with completed data. So this is after you've used the data transfer tool and all of the offline forms have data, you would store them in this folder. Now, before we run the data transfer tool, you'll need to take some time to seriously review your master country spreadsheet, and you'll need to double check a few things. First, make sure that the same sites are included in each EGPAF offline reporting form and its respective matching country spreadsheet. That means go through each offline form that you've downloaded from GLASER and compare this against the sites that are in the master country spreadsheet. Make sure that all site names are in alphabetical order. Make sure that no rows or columns make sure that no extra rows or columns have been added and that none have been deleted, and that the rows and columns have not been shifted by mistake. Make sure that each site is included in the spreadsheet only once. Make sure that all filter questions have a yes or no answer. Make sure that they're not left blank and that they don't have numbers. Make sure that no text has been entered for numeric indicators. And for PMTCT, please make sure that the regimen profile indicator is answered correctly. Double checking all of these things will definitely save you headaches later and will also prevent hard checks from being triggered in GLASER. For both PMTCT and care and treatment, you'll also need to make sure that the first tab in the master country spreadsheet says mapped in the title, as you can see in this example below. Okay, now we're ready to begin running the data transfer tool. Here, I'll open Excel. You'll go up into the left-hand corner and click the Office button, and you'll click Excel Options. On the left-hand side of the box, you'll click Add-ins, and you'll go to the bottom of the box where it says Go. Okay, now you can click the Browse button, and you can browse to where you have stored the add-in file. Now, it should say Kenya data copy for GLASER, and that box should be checked, and you'll hit OK. Okay, now that we've added the add-in, it should say add-ins here at the top of the screen. So we'll click there. Over on the left, there should be a square that says Menu Commands, and there should be an option that says Kenya GLASER Menu. You can click here and decide whether you're going to transfer data for PMTCT or for care and treatment. For this example, we're going to be transferring care and treatment data. So we'll select Kenya care and treatment copy. Now a box should appear that says select the file where your Kenya care and treatment data is coming from. This is where it comes in handy to have clearly labeled and organized all of your files. Now, we're going to be looking for the master country spreadsheet. And we'll just look at Western sites, that's PATH sites 1 through 20. Now the box has appeared again, and it asks you to select the Kenya care and treatment file you downloaded from GLASER. Now we're going to look in the care and treatment EGPAF offline form blank folder. And here I've clearly labeled my file, Care and Treatment EGPAF Offline Form, PATH Sites 1 through 20. So I'll select this file. Okay, once you've selected these files, the GLASER data transfer tool will begin to run. And basically what it's doing is checking each site name that's in the country spreadsheet against the names that are in the EGPAF offline reporting form and making sure that those site names are correct and that the data is being copied for each site correctly. If Excel observes any differences in the site names between the two forms, including if some of the site names are uppercase in one form and lowercase in another form, then a pop-up will come up, as it is here, and it says the name of the site on the form does not match the name of the site on the GLASER form. Do you want to copy anyway? Choose yes to copy the site and continue. Choose no to skip this site but continue with the next, or choose cancel to cancel any more copying. Now, if the two sites that it lists here are the same site and are just spelled differently or capitalized differently, and you want to continue copying the data for that site, then you'll select yes. If the site names do not match, then you'll need to cancel the data transfer process and correct your forms to make sure that they have the same sites in each form. Okay, now we're prompted again. These site names do appear to match, so we'll select yes to continue the data transfer process. Okay, and again, we'll select yes here. This is why it's a good idea to make sure that the site names in GLASER are spelled correctly and match those in your master country spreadsheet, or else you'll have to deal with multiple pop-up messages. But here it looks like the data transfer tool is completed running, and here we have our EggPath offline reporting form, and it's been populated with all of the data from the master country spreadsheet. For each of the sites, you can see they all have data, and the data transfer tool has completed running and is run correctly. So now that the tool is completed, you can go ahead and save this offline reporting form to your computer and upload it to GLASER as you would normally.